Yes guys, welcome back to another video for week commencing Monday the 16th of Feb. Now, just going to run over last week's price action. There wouldn't have been any video for week commencing Monday the 9th of Feb as I didn't take any positions last week. We had very choppy price action. Sorry. We had very choppy price action and there was nothing which kind of fit my plan or thought was a high probability. So yeah, no trades were taken last week. Just going to start on the news for the week ahead. So tomorrow, Monday the 16th, we have USD Bank Holiday. We have quite a quiet week for news compared to last week. Last week we had NFP and also CPI on the Friday as well. So yeah, as mentioned, we've got a bank holiday for the USD on the Monday. We've then got some pound news on the Tuesday and Wednesday. So we've got CPI pound pre-London on the Wednesday and also FOMC minutes as well on Wednesday for USD. We have unemployment claims in the afternoon again on Thursday for USD, and then Friday is quite a busy day as well. So we've got a pound news again first thing pre-London, and then Euro, pound, and USD news moving through from London and New York. So yeah, Friday quite a lot of news. Potentially, if we get into any swing positions at the start of the week, then it's potential that we will see either our trading validated or our draws hit from this news on the Friday. So such something to be aware of, kind of being focused on the second half of the week. So yeah, as always, if we start on the weekly time frame, we can see that price is trading between two areas right now. So we've obviously swept out yearly highs, being 2025 highs. We've seen this retracement into this weekly fair value gap. So the big question right now for me is asking myself, is price going to continue on bullish from respecting this fair value gap just here? Or is this sweep of yearly highs going to give a larger move back into kind of this bullish expansion here? So are we going to see a continuation from this weekly fair value gap and continue seeing higher prices on the euro, or are we going to see more of a pullback based off this yearly sweep? So that's the question right now of what we are waiting for. Of course, we're trading between two arrays. From my point of view, I would like to see at least the previous weekly low gone on euro. So we have got kind of a flat open on euro, which is what I am planning for the week ahead. Again, if we drop down onto the daily time frame, we can see that on the daily, yes, we are trading and respecting these bullish arrays for now. But what I am looking for the week ahead, or to at least start the week, is on euro. We just drop onto the 1 hour time frame, we can see that price action has been very choppy. So we've just been trading within this range from NFP on Wednesday through Thursday and Friday. We've just been ranging. So yeah, Monday we had an expansion. We then swept Monday's high just here, and then Tuesday's high was respected, and then we had NFP on the Wednesday, which sent price lower, and then we've just been ranging. So what I would like to see is either side of this range go. Ideally, what I'm looking for to start off the week is a sweep into this 4 hour fair value gap, potentially set the high of the week, and then we can look to align ourselves in sells down to the previous weekly low. So this is the move I'm looking for on euro. If we can get this, then I will look to position myself into sells. Vice versa, again, if we break through this area, it's likely that we're going to push for the previous weekly high. But from my point of view at the minute, I would like to see euro drop a little bit lower. At the minute, we are respecting this daily bullish fair value gap. So this is something to be aware of. But yeah, that is the play I am waiting for on euro at the minute. Of course, like I said, we haven't taken any positions last week, so we could just continue to range within this area. But yeah, if we do range, then I will just be hands off again. So yeah, not going to rush into anything. DXY again, pretty much the same thing, the opposite way around. So we've swept yearly lows, we've come back into this weekly fair value gap, and then we can see that at the minute we are looking to respect this weekly fair value gap. So we can see that prices come into this area, and then we've started to see a push down. So again, the exact same question here on DXY is, are we going to continue from respecting this weekly fair value gap? Are we going to continue lower on DXY? Or is this going to be kind of a fake move and we're going to respect this yearly sweep here, and then we're going to see price start to trade higher to kind of then target these highs just here? So again, that is the question. Of course, just being patient at the minute. Like I've said, I wouldn't want to go against this trend at the minute until we see some sort of confirmation. Again, what I'm saying is we are trading between two higher time frame bullish arrays. So we're trading between this weekly and daily bearish fair value gap, and then we're also respecting this bullish fair value gap here, which was created via this yearly sweep on the 1 hour on the weekly time frame. So yeah, again, not going to rush into anything until the direction is clear. For me, this 4 hour fair value gap here is going to kind of give us the direction for the week. If we can start to see price close above this area, we can see that NFP, this was NFP here, we respected this area, and then we've kind of just ranged from Wednesday to Friday. If we start to see price break through this area at the start of the week, then I will be looking to set a low of the day, respecting this inverted bearish into bullish fair value gap, and then I will look to attack DXY buys up to the previous weekly high. So yeah, if we get a close above this area, then I will look for a retracement back into it to hold as an inverted fair value gap, and then look for higher prices on the DXY, which would also support euro sells. So yeah, again, that's what I'm looking for on DXY. On the flip side of things, again, if we start to kind of carry on respecting this 4 hour fair value gap and we start to trade lower, then we've got a clear target being the previous weekly low, and then also looking to target January's low. So again, like I've kept saying, we are trading between two higher time frame bullish arrays, and we can see this 1 hour time frame is very choppy. Had to push down on Monday again. This was NFP release just here, and then all we have done on the 1 hour time frame is just range between this area, which is why I took no positions last week. So yeah, again, simple outlook on DXY. We have then got GU, pretty much a similar thing on GU. Again, the same question here is, are we going to pull back even more based off this yearly sweep, or is this pullback already completed and we are going to continue trading higher respecting this weekly fair value gap? Again, this weekly candle has a flat open, so I wouldn't be surprised if we start to see some bearish momentum on GU to at least take out the previous weekly low. We have created equal lows here as well. But as we can see on the daily time frame, this is where I took the sells from at the start of Feb. Caught the sells down to here again. Then we've come into this daily bullish fair value gap, so we're respecting this daily bullish fair value gap, but again, we're also respecting this bearish one. So again, trading within two areas. Again, on the 1 hour time frame, there's not much to show. We had NFP on the Wednesday, and then we've kind of just been ranging. Like I said, I would like to see a move down lower. Maybe we have Thursday's high here. We could start to see a sweep of this high, set a high of the week, and then look for lower positions on GU down to this previous weekly low. I would like to see this liquidity here get taken out, and then look to reassess whether we sweep this low and then push higher, or whether we close below and then we can start to push down to this low just here. But again, it's why I didn't take any positions last week, and why I'm going to be patient this week is pretty much the exact same reason what I've been banging on about all of this outlook, is that we're trading between two areas, two higher time frame areas. So yeah, that is pretty much the outlook done already. not going to try and predict the markets, not going to try and call the markets. I'm just going to follow what price shows me. At the minute, it's showing me it's not very clear. We can see the DXY is clearly ranging, and we got the same on Euro and GU. EG again, like I've said in a lot of my videos, but it's very rangy. I only really use this to kind of confluence what pair is more bullish or bearish at that time, being the euro or the pound. But again, yeah, we can see on the daily time frame we're just very range bound. We've created equal highs here, and then we've also kind of created equal lows through here as well. So yeah, that's EG. And yeah, that's pretty much the weekly outlook done. I'm recording this on Sunday the 15th, so I will update this video as we go through the week. Obviously, I will only upload it if I take any positions. But yeah, that's the outlook for week commencing Monday the 16th of Feb. Good morning. So just a quick update on price. It is now Tuesday morning. So looking on the Euro USD, we can see that price is now swept out Wednesday's low here. So this is NFP's low from last Wednesday. As mentioned in the forecast, we have been ranging within this NFP move here from Wednesday through Thursday and Friday from last week. So no positions were taken. Now, I am interested to see what price does from here now that we have swept this low. If we could start to see price expand off the basis of sweeping NFP's low, then we have all of this sell side liquidity through this range to target, and then also these highs at the previous weekly high. So that is all what I'm looking for at the minute. This range has kind of been beautiful. It's kind of built up all of this sell side liquidity here to get taken. So yeah, if we can create a potential low of the week or low of the day, then I will look to align myself in EU buys. Another thing what we have taken is Monday's low, so we could get a Monday range play with Monday with price taking Monday's low. If we can start to expand higher, then again targets being Monday high and also the top of this range here. So that is all what I'm looking for at the minute. Of course, I'm not going to try and call this bottom. I'm going to wait for price to show me that the bottom is in, and then I will look for higher prices on EU. DXY, we have possibly created a SMT, so we can see that Euro has taken the respective low being the NFP low, but DXY hasn't taken the NFP high yet. So either two things here. We could confirm this being the high with Euro expanding higher, or we possibly get a second sweep with DXY, possible manipulation bringing in early sellers on DXY. We could get a second sweep and then see this push down, or we could start to see the push down and the displacement from here. So again, just monitoring them two things. Again, same thing on DXY. We've been in the NFP range since Wednesday through Thursday and Friday, and again we've built up all of this buy side liquidity. So price has slowly just been trickling to the upside. Now I want to see a kind of V-shaped reversal. So again, possible sweep, move down, and then I will look to align myself with a bearish bias on DXY down to the previous weekly low. Again, vice versa, if we do start to expand higher, so for example, if we sweep some lows here and then we expand like so, and we close above this 4-hour fair value gap, then this would incline me to think that we are going to push higher towards this previous weekly high, and then I will look to reevaluate my bias. But for now, pretty much again just waiting to see whether we displace from here or we get a second sweep maybe in New York or tomorrow, take out this high from NFP and then start to displace lower. Yes guys, so just a quick update on these potential euro longs. I am waiting for a close above this 1 hour fair value gap here, so it's likely that I'm going to be monitoring this 1 hour close, but at the minute we have swept Asia highs, and we are still respecting this 1 hour fair value gap. So yeah, I do want to see a little bit of more of a push and a close kind of above here to call this the low of the day / potential week. But this is pretty much what I'm looking for on euro. Now that we've swept this low, that will confirm the sweep, and then I'm just looking for a close above here. So yeah, likely we've got 9 minutes until this candle closes. Likely I'll be waiting for New York session. DXY again, we've kind of swept this low here, so again I want to see a bit more of a push down on DXY to confirm this being the high and this SMT between DXY and EU, and then the same on GU again, waiting for this play here. So yeah, that is the current update on the positions I am looking for. Yes guys, so it's a little bit later on in the day now, just got back from the gym. So yeah, what I've spoke about this morning, wanting to see price close above this area, we could see the importance of confirming this as a potential low. We can now see that EU is trading lower off the sweep of Asia highs here. So exactly what I spoke about, we either trade off from here or we come up and sweep this high on DXY, which is looking quite likely. So yeah, what I recorded this morning is important to kind of confirm your trades and confirm your bias. For now my next step is to see how price reacts once we sweep this high just here. Either we sweep the high and potentially create a high of the week around this area here, or we close above this area and then we can start to look for DXY higher. I am favoriting a high of the week to form within here, so I will be monitoring. Possible sweep of high, look for high of the week on here on DXY, and then again on euro, looking to see how price forms now we've taken London's low. And the same thing on GU, we never got the close above. So yeah, importance of kind of waiting for your plan to play out, and then let's see how price forms in the next hour or so. Good evening guys, so just following on from my last video, I think I recorded a video this afternoon in New York session. Now what I was looking for was price to sweep this low and then confirm this as low of the day and week. We didn't get this, we've had a New York continuation, but towards the end of New York and towards the end of the night we started to see that price had taken the previous weekly low on euro just here, and then we started to have an aggressive push to the upside. So once I start to see price break through this 1 hour bearish value gap, and also on the DXY, what we have seen here is this 4 hour candle pretty much completely flipped. On the 1 hour time frame, we can start to see that kind of V-shaped reversal, which I was looking for here, but I did speak about this possible inducement below this NFP high. We've started to have a run up in New York, and then we've had an aggressive move down. So for me, I am happy to give this a shot of DXY being the high of the week, and then also euro, this being the low of the week on euro. So what I'm now looking for, the daily candle has just closed, and what we have seen is a sweep of this low here, a sweep of Monday's low, and then a close back within Monday's range. So this is Monday's low and Monday's high. Ideally what I'm looking for now is a Monday range play, and for price to start to print a bullish leg targeting towards Monday's high and then towards the range high here. So pretty much what I'm looking for again is a sweep of one side. We start to see a sweep of this range, we've traded back into it, and now I'm looking for higher prices on the euro. I am recording this of late. I took this trade while I was at work in the evening. Now I've just got home, so I'm just recording this trade a little bit late. But yeah, quite a simple trade, to be honest. A lot of patience required today. Yes, I could have taken a shot here in London, but I did say I wanted to see at least a close above this area. And I was also very cautious of DXY still being below NFP's high, but now we can start to see that V-shaped reversal has come into play, and we can see on the daily time frame, if we just go onto the daily on DXY, we can see that we've swept this high here and we're still trading within this daily bearish fair value gap. So ultimately, the move I am looking for now on euro is for a run of this sell side liquidity. So now what I'm looking for, not on euro, sorry, on DXY, is a run of this sell side. I'm looking for this bearish leg to now kick in, and for price to also meet the previous weekly low, also being the weekly candle drawn liquidity. So yeah, that's pretty much what I'm waiting for. GU, pretty much the same thing on GU. I just thought the framework was a little bit cleaner on EU, but again, potential for GU to start to trade higher now. EG, we can see that we've taken daily highs, but we are still bullish for now on EGs, which is why I've chosen euro. So yeah, that is a quick breakdown of the trade, and obviously I will update the trade as we move through the week. Good morning. So just a quick update on the active euro position. So yeah, overnight we've traded to the downside. Good morning. So just a quick update on the EU buy position. As you can see, we are in some drawdown. Price has retraced overnight. We now have tapped into this 1 hour fair value gap. So yeah, ideally I would like to see a low formed within kind of this area here and start to expand from here. If we can get this low form and we break above this high, then I will reduce my stop loss to the low of the day. However, for now, nothing has changed, nothing for me to do. If price does trade lower and take my invalidation, then that's fine. Then the trade idea I will reassess. But for now, nothing has changed. Just a retracement on the 1 hour time frame. I am looking still for now this next move, so I can possibly get a scale in. Potential for a New York reversal. As you can see, we've had Asia range. We haven't taken Asia highs, and London has traded below Asia lows. So I would expect some sort of possible New York reversal here. We also have some news at 1:30 as well for the USD. So again, same thing with DXY. Invalidation is this high here, looking at this being the high of the week. We have tapped into this 1 hour fair value gap, so again, likely that I want to see some sort of high form within this area, and again, we're still building this trendline liquidity. So yeah, everything remains the same, just experiencing a little bit of drawdown at the minute. But yeah, that is a quick update on the position. Yes, guys, so this is now the next day after this trade just here. So just going to do a quick update. As we could see, this trade was a loss yesterday. So yeah, to be honest, the bias was incorrect. Looking at my weekly outlook and what I was expecting for the week, I spoke about price either respecting this 4 hour fair value gap here, either respecting this area, possible sweep of this high to then trade lower. Now, this rejection here and the daily close, this daily close on the Tuesday did kind of put me off what I was looking for. This close here, again, I was forming this as a possible high of the week. So yeah, we did close above this area, so I did kind of go against what I was looking for in the outlook, which I'm currently reviewing now. We can see that obviously I spoke about in the previous videos that DXY had built up all of this sell side liquidity, and I was looking for this to be high of the week. This was my invalidation here, which was hit yesterday, and that's why invalidations are in place. I got the bias wrong, it happens. And now we can see that DXY is clearly trading towards this swing high just to the left hand side here this morning. So yeah, a loss this week. Again, quite annoying that I was quite busy this morning. I was playing squash with my friend, and I've missed out on this continuation trade here. So yeah, as we can see on the 4 hour time frame this morning, we traded back into this 4 hour fair value gap, set a high of the week, high of the day, sorry. And then my entry would have been off this M30 fair value gap failing. So this is how I would have entered the position if I was at the charts, and I would have been targeting this drawn liquidity, which is this left hand side here. So yeah, missed win and a loss. Not the best of weeks, but But yeah, it kind of is what it is. Again, on the DXY, we can see that we traded into this 4-hour fair value gap here. We've then set a low of the day, and now we can see that we're expanding higher. So yeah, overall, still going to be monitoring the charts for the rest of today and tomorrow. But yeah, I just wanted to run over this position. I was happy with the framework, but again, like I've said, I've kind of gone against what I said in my outlook in regards to DXY, either respecting this fair value gap or we close above, retest it, and then trade higher, which is exactly what's kind of played out. I just didn't like all of this sell side liquidity here. I would have preferred to see kind of maybe a sweep here, set a low of the week, and then trade higher. We can see yesterday on DXY, we kind of got that. We got this sweep of London lows, and then we started to see that expansion higher. But yeah, it is what it is. Reviewed the position, journaled the position, what I've done right, what I've done wrong, and very, very happy with the outcome. Very happy that I took the trade. But yeah, it's just a bit annoying that I've missed this position this morning. Currently playing out lovely. I expect price to now take this swing low here. So I think we do have some news again in this afternoon. So I will still be monitoring the charts, but it's likely will be me done for the week. So yeah, that is a quick update on the EU buy position which I took and the price action from this morning. And I will record another video if I need to later on today or tomorrow.